Despite playing only 3 seasons before moving on to a professional baseball career, Ryan M. DiPietro won more games than any left-handed pitcher in the 75-year history of the program. The National Pitcher of the Year as a sophomore and a 2-time All-America and 2-time ECAC and Little East Pitcher of the Year, Ryan won 29 games and lost only 3, striking out an average of nearly 10 batters per game. Buoyed by Ryan's 93-mile-an-hour fastball, Eastern won back-to-back NCAA regional championships and finished 2nd and 3rd, respectively, in national tournament play. On an individual basis, Ryan pitched the 10th complete game no-hitter in program history during his career, equaled the 32-year-old record with 19 strikeouts in a game, and set the current record by winning 19 straight pitching decisions. Nearly 2 decades after leaving the program, Ryan still ranks among the all-time top 10 in 8 pitching categories, including wins, strikeouts, earned run average, and winning percentage. In 2010, he was named to the D3Baseball.com Team of the Decade as a first-team choice.
Good evening. My name is Mark Garofalo. It is a privilege to speak on behalf of Ryan DiPietro as the newest member of the Eastern Connecticut State University Athletics Alumni Hall of Fame. Ryan and I met as incoming freshmen in the fall of 2002. By chance, our rooms were next to each other in Burnett Hall. Had we not met, I'm not sure that Ryan makes it through that first fall. So I'll pat myself on the back and take some credit for his success. 21 plus years later, and we are still incredibly close, and I couldn't be happier for him for this honor. When I think back on Ryan's career, there are a few standout moments that came to mind, but others seem to all blend together, and I'll tell you why. Because every game Ryan ever pitched over his 3-year career typically had the same result. 7+ innings, a handful of scattered hits, a few runs, lots of strikeouts, and an Eastern win at the end of the day. It didn't matter if it was a Saturday in March or the World Series in June, Ryan was always on. For that reason, I feel that it made more sense to talk about Ryan as a person rather than 1 or 2 standout moments. Ryan was a leader by example, a silent leader whose work ethic and focus were unmatched. He was one of the most naturally gifted players to ever wear an Eastern baseball uniform. His burning desire to be the best and an overwhelming happiness when he was on the baseball field, and you begin to understand why Ryan was as dominant as he was. If you ever had the chance to watch Ryan pitch, you understand the natural ability of which I speak. The ease and fluidity that Ryan delivered a pitch with was special. The ball jumped out of his hand with little effort as he located pitches with pinpoint accuracy. Extra running and throwing or a second trip to the gym to work out were commonplace for Ryan. Working hard was never a chore but an opportunity to improve in his mind. He wanted that extra edge over the competition. He had a mindset of, the harder I work today, the more prepared I am for tomorrow. Anyone who ever played with Ryan will confirm this. He absolutely loved playing baseball. He seemed to have more fun playing than everyone else. He had a carefree, laid-back attitude that helped propel him on the field. When the pressure turned up, he was always calm and in control. As an infielder, I was fortunate to have a front row seat to Ryan's greatness from on the field for every one of those games. The record books will show, the only action most of us saw was tossing the ball around the infield after a strikeout. I can recall that look in his eyes and the smile on his face as I would toss the ball back to him after a strikeout. Thanks for trying, now go sit down. Who's next? And oh, the strikeouts, how many there were. The countless fastballs on the black or the last-second swinging punch-outs, and how can I not mention the swing and misses on his curveball. That unmatched drop-off-a-table curveball. When it was on, good night. Hitters had no chance and everyone in the ballpark knew it. That was never more the case than his entire sophomore year when he was National Pitcher of the Year. Selfishly, I wished Ryan had stuck around for his senior year, but he was destined for bigger and better things on the baseball field. Had it not been for a freak accident early in his professional career, I can only wonder where he may have ended up. How many more Eastern records would his name be associated with if he had played a 4th year? I would be remiss if I did not mention Ryan's parents, Rich and Loretta DiPietro, his wife Rachel and their 3 kids, Chase, Cal, and Haley. The personal traits that I have mentioned are clearly ones instilled from his parents. And while baseball was once Ryan's entire world, it is evident that his family has now taken its place. This honor is one that we all knew was coming and is rightfully deserved. Congratulations, Ryan.
My impressions of Ryan DiPietro. the nastiest lefty in the program's history.
What made Ryan DiPietro such an elite pitcher was just his natural talent level. He had an electric arm with a very good fastball, and he accompanied that with a very good, hard 12-6 curveball. But what I remember most about Ryan as a pitcher is his confidence level and the edge that he brought to the mound.
He would just carve people up. He was a good pitcher, very good left-handed pitcher here.
He was a machine. When you're throwing 93 miles an hour from the left-handed side to D3 kids with a 12-6 hook when you don't know when it's coming, it's basically like, you do you, man. We're going to ride you today. We know that one run is probably going to be enough to win the game. You pitch your game. But it was definitely mechanics with Coach Riz and all the pitchers here. And that really helped Ryan stay the path to where he wanted to go on the mound at any given day.
His stuff was 93-mile-an-hour fastball with, again, a 12-6 breaking ball over the top, breaking knees down. He had a 3-pitch mix with a changeup he threw also. And he knew he was the baddest guy out there, and he would challenge these hitters, come on, I'm here, come get me.
He knew his stuff was good, and he trusted it, and he would go right at hitters. Again, he was fearless on the mound. But when he had to, against really good lineups and good hitters, he knew how to set hitters up.
He had a heart of a lion, that guy. I mean, he just competed his tail off.
And we always knew when Ryan stepped on the mound that we as a team had a very good chance to win because we knew he had the ability to go deep into games. And he was just so dominant and such a talent and just so fun to watch because he was that electric type of pitcher that just had nasty stuff and that edge just made him so difficult.
He was the most dominating pitcher in New England, I think, back then. I mean, his numbers were that good. I mean, he was just, and he worked at it. Don't let anybody think that he didn't work because he worked hard.
His ability to control the running game from the left side was a huge strength and a huge benefit for him.
So when Ryan was drafted, this is one of the best days of my life, and I wasn't even drafted. It was we had a party at Ryan's house, at Britt and Laura's house on Steepleview Drive in Berlin, and we knew he was getting drafted. And the moment when they called his name, it was like someone from a small town kid made it.
There's no question in my mind that Ryan could have made a very good run in professional baseball. But again, injuries happen, unfortunately, but I'm a big believer that everything happens for a reason.
He deserves everything he deserves. He's well-deserving in the Hall of Fame, and I'm proud of him also. Very proud. I'm glad to call him my friend.
At this time, it gives me great pleasure to present for induction into the Eastern Connecticut State University Athletics Alumni Hall of Fame, Ryan M. DiPietro.